Hi guys, Merry Christmas! I'm going to show you my approach on mastering for dummies. And for demonstration purposes, I'm using part from tutorial of Snail's Base. By the way, if you want to get project, find that tutorial video and press thumb up, because that will, after 100 thumb up, it will unlock this project for you. For my previous years of production, I really struggled to get my mastering not to fuck up my mix, because it's very easy and it's easy to add coloration, whatever it's called. It just change overall sound you worked so hardly to achieve in your mix. Since you are producing it, mixing it yourself, mastering is just serving for loudness purpose. So, without mastering, it sounds like this. Start with that. You have your main instruments already in your mix: kick, snare, bass, sub, hi-hats, cymbals, main instruments that will drive your mix. And it would be better if that's your heaviest part in your track. For start, you need some peak controlling. For that, I really like G-Clip, which actually is soft clipper. Fruity Loops have soft clipper, but it's really hard to get it right, because you'll see why G-Clipper works better. Okay, when I play this mix, you'll see this waveform already. Let's lower volume so you see all peaks. So basically soft clipper is like shaving off your unwanted peaks. It's actually saturation, but it works so smooth that you can't really hear additional harmonics or distortion if only you aren't driving it very hard. First, peak controlling, I would do something like this. Just driving gain knob until right before you hear some distortion, saturation artifacts appearing. So right below it, and that will get controlled peaks, so they aren't jumping. So next thing is to put limiter with disabled. Look ahead on compression limiter, because it asks for more processing power. Next thing is to add, look here, ratio 1.2, attack 30, and release 270. It's kinda my starting point. If you are familiar with compression, then you can tweak attack and release a bit faster, slower. Next thing is to drive threshold to the ground. Notice when I'm driving to the actual bottom, compression stays static, it doesn't really work. So you need to rise a bit so it starts working. Trying to get as low as possible, and this will get your mix glued together and will enhance your drum punch through the mix, and in that way we'll get more aggressive mix. We have gain knob in our hands so we can enhance it. I like to get the volume back as close to 0 as possible, but not driving past 0 dB. That's good. So next thing is another peak control with soft clipping. It's already great. But I remembered one thing. If you have something like tape saturation or tape compressor thingy, and my favorite thingy is Ferric TDS from Variety of Sounds. It's free plugin and really works great. I like to put it right before compression because it helps to squeeze everything together. And I try not to pass -3 dB saturation. It already works because our G-clip at the start is bringing everything to 0 dB, and it already have to start working, brings everything up. So our compression, and next our peak control with soft clipping. And we already have really loud mix without actual limiting or stuff like that. But then we can actually put some limiting. Basically don't tweak anything in limiter, just adjusting ceiling for limiter, just a tiny touch to get it minus 0.1 dB. It's precaution to not to clip your mix mastering, because sometimes some peaks can be really fast and can get through even limiting. Then we need to adjust our gain into limiter. Just a touch. If you have sausage fattener, just put it right after limiter and give it like 2%, 4% would be like max. Just before it start to break your mix down and that would be your fat sausage. But since I have Native Instruments supercharger I got, I think, year ago, they were giving away for free, but now it's paid one. I like its dirt addition, which sound really similar to sausage fattener, but you'll hear that it's really aggressive on the starting stuff. Yeah. What I found that input can change thing up. Just keep your eyes on master. Around here you can actually start to hear when it's introducing some distortion, and drive it according to your preferences. Maybe you like hard bro step or whatever, trap, neuro. If you like that drived sound, then you can drive input a bit more into dirt channel, dirt compression, and then we can use our output to get volume back into 0 dB zone. So let's try it. And it since it's introducing also compression and stuff, it's introducing another dynamics which break up our solid 0 dB ceiling, and because of that we can put another limiter just to touch our mix. Putting everything together without master, it sounds like that. And with master, which sounds really aggressive, in your face. And also it maintained our spectral sound without any additional treble boost or bass boost, which fuck up everything. And it's pretty easy if you know what you're doing. If you are Ableton user, for G-Clip, instead of G-Clip you can search internet, because there is other soft clipping plugins for saturation. Use what you like, what you're preferring, what sound. So this kind of mastering is pretty easy, and you can more concentrate on your production. Cheers, see you next time.